First tonight, a story you will see only on Channel 3.
They intentionally terrorize them and abuse them on this field trip.
Fallout over an extreme school field trip. One couple says their 12-year-old came home with horror stories. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dennis House.
Hi everyone, I'm Hannah Daniels. Imagine sending your child on a class trip, then finding out she and her classmates were called the N-word and then chased through the woods.
This was all part of a slavery reenactment attended by a school in Hartford that parents say crossed the line. Channel 3's Karen Lee is live right now with this exclusive story.
Karen.
Dennis and Hannah, this is the school board report that was done on the field trip. In it, students say during the slavery reenactment, they were told things like, you're property, you're worthless, you're not a person, and this isn't even the worst of it.
I ask that you imagine these phrases being yelled at your 12-year-old child and their friends. Bring those to the house over there. If you can read, there's a problem. Dumb, dark-skinned person, how dare you look at me? They intentionally terrorize them and abuse them on this field trip. It's child abuse as far as I'm concerned.
Sandra and James Baker have been on a 10-month fight with the Hartford School District that they've now taken directly to the board. It started during the past school year when their daughter was a 7th grader at the Hartford Magnet Trinity College Academy. She and her classmates went on a 4-day trip to Nature's Classroom in Charlton, Massachusetts. On the 3rd night, there was a slavery reenactment that Baker says none of the parents knew about. James Baker shared his daughter's experiences with the board.
The instructor told me if I were to run, they would whip me until I bled on the floor, and then either cut my Achilles so I couldn't run again or hang me.
They pretended to be on a slave ship. They pretended to pick cotton. They pretended their instructors were masters.
And I was told that God put me on this earth to serve them.
The Bakers say the program told kids they didn't have to participate in the Underground Railroad skit, but were only told about the reenactment 30 minutes before it began.
The fact that they use the N-word, I mean, how dare you do that, say that to my child and call it an educational experience? How dare you say that to any child?
The mother says she cannot believe the school has been taking part in this trip for years and never saw a problem with this. She's filed complaints with the State Department of Education, Human Rights Commission, and Offices of Civil Rights.
It's a town of people of color. Really? You could not, I mean, Hartford, you could not see that something was wrong with this?
Now, the Bakers have since pulled their daughter out of that school system. Now, when we called Hartford School's spokesperson, he says he couldn't comment on any pending lawsuits. We also reached out to the Nature's Classroom, but have yet to hear back. Reporting live with the mobile newsroom, Karen Lee, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.